It's Baby and Mary, we know you have been waiting, so here's another podcast about movies. Burn after watching.
Welcome to the Burn After Watching podcast. I'm Borderland.
I'm Mary.
And today we are continuing the Spooktober.
Woo!
We are going into more horror movie, episode number 2, modern horror. And that's the one that Dan was like, I'm not doing this one. And Mary was like, I'm game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I have to be honest, like, today we are covering Bring Her Back and The Conjuring. And Bring Her Back for me was the one that I was the least excited to, like, watch.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
You're kind of excited, right? You wanted to watch it.
Well, it was intriguing to me, but I didn't really want to watch it.
I think it's one of those films where you're, like, morbidly curious. Like, it's like you don't want to watch, but you want to know why people don't want to watch. It's, like, really enticing to hear everybody how crazy it is. And you're like, well, I wonder if you kind of want to peek, but without watching it.
And you kind of want to give your opinion, you know?
Yes.
So
we're going to...
We watched it.
Yes. And I actually think that it was better than I expected, but also... We'll get into it. There's just so many things there. Let's talk about The Conjuring first.
Yeah.
2013, James Wan, who directed also Insidious, Saw, the first Saw movie, big into the horror space. Never seen this one. I think.
Me neither.
Okay. 2013, and now there's like 7 of those films, right? There's so many, and actually one just came out recently. I knew nothing about this. I actually heard that it was one of the good horror movie, well shot. That's kind of all I knew.
The only thing I knew really was the cover of the movie with the tree.
It's a good cover.
Yeah, it's a good cover, but that's it. I mean, I knew it was about like ghosts or spirits or something like supernatural.
Yeah.
But
actually, I kind of knew that it was about those real people investigator.
Okay.
That a bunch of film are based on their actual life, but that's all. And
to be honest, like I don't love those kind of movies. So I think that's why I never really was.
What do you mean, like based on a true story, kind of?
No. I mean based on like ghosts and stuff.
Like demon ghosts.
Yeah, I'm just like, why? Like I don't believe in that. So I guess it doesn't really resonate with me.
So we both don't believe in ghosts.
Not really.
And like have to like hell or like
hell?
Yeah, like demons.
No.
But see, I don't know why, but like it's the same thing for me. It rarely work. Yeah. For me, like those kind of movie, it's just I'm not scared of ghosts. I don't believe in them. But it. Blair Witch Project scared me. That one worked. Because like the whole time it could be not a ghost.
Yeah.
It could be actually you could argue like it's never been about witches, right? It could be anything you want. So what would you I personally think that like the scariest thing you can have is a real person because I can see that happening to me.
Me too.
So that's the thing.
That's what I was telling you. Like during the whole movie, I was telling you I'm so used to watching true crime. And I love it. I love true crime stories. I mean, like, you know what I mean.
You love watching it.
And I like that it's a true story. And that's what makes it, well, most of the time, it's a real story. Yeah. When you watch true crime, it's true crime. It says it. But what scares me is it's true. It's real human. So that's why I think The Conjuring, to me, I felt it was laughable by moments, but I was really scared. I had the blanket on my head at a few times.
So I'm going to say it's a very classic horror movie. It's not reinventing much. It's really well shot for most of it.
Oh yeah. That's one of the first things. Yeah, I told you.
A lot of cool camera movement.
Yeah.
I think it does a good job of not showing you too much, which is scarier, right? I think there's one scene where you have the two girl in bed and one of them is saying that they can see something behind the door, but you can't see anything. Mm-hmm. And I think that's scarier that if we would have seen even just a silhouette or a face, because it's almost as if the other character cannot see it. Like the other girl, like basically walked to the door and it's like, there's nothing here. and the other one is freaking out because she can see it. And because we can see it, we are kind of like in
Am
both
I not
cases.
seeing it?
Yeah,
Like
and I was kind of leaning in.
got up close to the TV and like, am I not seeing this?
I thought it was a reflection thing or something. So, but I think that's good because seeing something is scarier than seeing it.
Yeah. Yeah, like the anticipation.
Yes.
But I must say, though, it was quite long before we got to see anything.
Yeah.
I find.
Love teasing.
Yeah. I almost shit my pants when she went down that basement.
Yeah.
The mom got locked in.
The ball.
The ball, man. I was like, oh my God.
That was really good.
If I would have been her in that, I hate basements and I'm scared of the dark.
Who isn't, you know?
I mean, it's not, I feel like some people aren't scared of the dark.
Depends what type of basement, but like a creepy basement, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was scared.
But that's why I was telling you, the ball for me, see, if let's say you're in that situation, you're in a basement and a ball is thrown at you. You think you're alone and a ball is thrown at you. And then you turn and you see a ghost. Or you see nothing. Versus if you see a human.
She didn't see anything.
But let's say, to me, it would be scarier to see someone, an actual human, not a ghost or anything, an actual human that just was hiding there through a ball. That's scarier to me than seeing nothing and not knowing where the ball came from. Because obviously my brain can be like, oh, whatever, the ball could just fall. But a real human threw that ball with the intention of scaring you, and like there's no good that can come out. Like it's almost like in Parasite when you realize that like the guy is hiding in the basement. That's a lot scarier than any ghost could be scary to me.
Mm-hmm. But I feel that some people could argue, listen, you two, you're watching a ghost movie, so you have to like play by the rules of that. But even the first time we actually see the demon is when she's on the dresser, the wooden dresser. That's the first time we see it.
Kind of,
her, it or her or whatever. Yeah, that's the first time. And that to me was a little bit laughable because it reminded me of The Exorcist, like the Exorcist, like back in the 70s.
Little girl.
Yeah, Emily Rose, I think her name. Anyway, and that
there was too much light on her. It was too easy to see
the eyes, like the red
makeup.
Yeah, exactly.
I still think that it's a really well shot. I was scared
though. Film. Oh yeah.
Like the shot of when the two investigators are having a conversation by the lake, and then you see the guy talking to the girl, and when you see the point of view of the girl, there's the hanging body behind the guy. Yeah. But it's not played as if like it's not trying to shock you. It's just there, and there's no noise, nothing. But it's almost like this overwhelming, like kind of over your head kind of horror that is always a bit there. There's always the tension is really well built, and you always, they're gonna get me, and then they don't, and they're gonna get me, and then you start trying to guess where they're gonna try to get you, and so many times they just do nothing with it. Yeah, that it becomes really hard, and you do get surprised when they decide to go full. You know, like the clap behind the girl and like those kind of things. They really get you because you have no idea when they're going to decide to do it or not to do it.
The first time that the two investigators, like the couple, they interview the family and then they go back home and realize that the voice of the woman didn't record. And then she just like rolls a piece of paper and she's like, this is what happened. The woman, I found this. And like she kind of all sorted out in like 10 minutes. Yeah. I was like, okay.
For a movie that long, it's weird that it's so conveniently quick to figure out everything.
Exactly.
But at the time when they get to the point where I guess I care about the investigation part. Most people just want to get to the scare part.
Yeah, me too. I care about the investigation part, but I mean, we didn't pick the right movie for that, right? Yeah. It's not like Spotlight or something like that.
I would agree that it's like a better movie than most horror movie. Yeah. I mean, the bar is not high for like a good horror movie. Yeah. But I think at least it's well shot. And I think like, it's funny because Longleg was well shot, but like the story really turned me off. Where the story is just okay enough that it doesn't, you don't roll your eye every 2 seconds, you know?
But at the end though, when they're in the basement and the priest can't come, so the husband is like, okay, I'll do this. I know how to do it. And she's sitting on the chair and she has like a white sheet on her head. And then like when the chair starts to levitate and is turned upside, I was like, okay, this to me, like,
it's not scary anymore.
It's not scary, and it's just not my type, right? So it was like an okay watch to me. I would not rewatch it.
it's one of those movies that if someone is like, oh, let's watch this, I wouldn't fight. Like, no, let's not watch this. But I don't think I would personally be like, oh, we should watch this.
Oh no, me neither.
But I wouldn't stop myself from watching it again. Like, here's the scenario,
and
right?
I have to say something though. Oh no, go with your scenario and I'll remember.
Sometimes like cinema will have those surprise movie where you go to the cinema, you don't know what the movie is, and then you sit down and they start playing. If it was The Conjuring, I would stay. I would have no problem. If it was Long Leg, I'd be like, I'm not wasting 2 hours. I'm leaving. That's that kind of movie.
It's too bad for Long Leg though. But I have to say, when their dog died, they had no reaction.
They were almost more concerned about the birds.
I know.
Dying. Which is weird.
I had that's really
and
weird.
They kill her too fast. I mean, I know it's like a premonition. Oh, like it's coming. But I feel like there was interesting thing to do.
And the family didn't even mention the dog to the two detective. Anyway,
I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna give it a 3 as well, or even maybe less. 2.5.
I would like.
It was really well shot.
Yes, I'm gonna save it. But like it's very like whatever. I don't think it's bad, so I'm not gonna burn it.
I am gonna burn it.
All right, let's get into the meal of this.
The main course.
The main course of this meal. Bring Her Back. I'm gonna try to pronounce the name of those directors because they are Australian, perhaps. Mate, it is the Philippou brother.
Okay.
They did Take Me Back? No. Talk to Me.
Talk to me?
Talk to me about the weird hand that like you connect and you talk to ghosts.
Oh, I don't know that.
It was like it was an interesting film.
Okay.
It's a movie that Dan was like creeped out for like a year. he couldn't, and that's why he didn't want to watch this one because it's the same director.
Okay.
Anyway, Australian director. This is their second film. They used to be YouTubers.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
2 brothers.
Nice.
And basically the gist of the story is that you have a brother, half sisters. Their dad die from the kind of like result of the chemotherapy of cancer, and they are placed with a family and
not even a family. A mom and a
who was
mom.
Partially blind, and one of the girl that get adopted is also partially blind, and the actress is actually partially blind. It was the first movie ever for her, which is crazy. And the other thing cool, so this lady that is adopting those 2 kids has her own kids. Ollie, the actor that played Holly, his dad is the actor that played the dad.
Oh, it's his real dad?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That died in the shower. Cool. The cancer died.
I mean, probably that it made him feel better.
They're never together in any scene, but they're in the same movie. So that's cool.
Because I mean, for that little boy,
that's
Ollie,
crazy.
That's like a crazy role. If I was his parents, like
both
of them,
he was literally in the movie, so I guess his dad is fine with it.
I'd be concerned about like the repercussion of that role because it's wild.
It's like the story that the girl that did The Exorcist couldn't watch the movie and like she hated it and she had like a lot of problem. It feels like one of those where either in 10 years this kid's gonna be like a famous actor, or it's gonna be like like he never recovered from it.
Because it's like
it's fucked up.
Yeah, really, very.
So I was expecting a like more straightforward horror film that is very gory, and that's why a lot of people were saying like it's miserable, it's like like it's crazy, like you're so depressed after. But actually I was extremely surprised how good I think the movie is personally, because I made the case to you that even if you remove all the horror, the story itself is so good. The emotional beat, the script, the performances are so good. Even if you remove all the gore, all the horror aspect, it would still work as like a drama. Yeah,
I agree with you. I agree. I was very reluctant. Is that the word?
Yeah.
I was really reluctant about the movie, and like I don't love just gory stuff for the sake of it.
Yeah.
But it's weird how at the end of the movie we both said that we felt for that grieving mom and how far she went to bring her back, literally.
Yeah.
And when she starts watching those tapes at first, you could, and they don't explain to you. I love that they don't explain, why. You can just imagine how far she went in her grieving process to now be watching those tapes and thinking, oh, that's gonna bring her back.
And I think you can put yourself in our shoes.
Yeah.
And that's why I think she's such a redeemable villain.
Yeah.
You really,
but it's clearly not okay what she's doing. Like, clearly
she's a terrible person, but sometimes like, but I get you though.
Yeah.
Like I understand you so much. Like
I'm
like, if I was in your shoes, it's hard for me to say that, like,
I mean, we'd never do that.
Not
but
us directly, but like in this universe universe,
like it creates a sense to the story, and as a viewer, you can kind of like
you can root
empathy.
for her, empathize.
Like, but I really felt terrible for Ollie though.
I feel terrible for everyone.
Yeah, me too.
And I think that's where the despair come from, is that there's no real winner. Everyone, their life sucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
because of her.
Yeah, because like even the half brother, half sister, she have to deal with. Spoiler alert: we're gonna be spoiling the movie. If you haven't seen it, go. I would suggest you go see it. But in 2 seconds, we're gonna be talking about spoiler. 1, 2. She has to deal with our half brother dying. He lose his dad. He lose his half sister, and he die.
What?
The half brother die. He lose his dad, and then he die. Yeah, he drowned in the. She like drowned him.
Oh, okay. You're further in the story. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like.
Oh, yeah.
And then the mother is basically like, she fucked up her own life. She kidnapped kids. She killed people. She lost her daughter. She can't bring her back. Ollie get kidnapped, and for like whatever amount of years, he's like basically.
She kidnaps him.
Yeah, she basically infused a demon in him.
Yeah.
Everyone is so much worse. There's no kind of happy ending in any way. And that's the rough part. Like, you leave this, like, the movie ended, and especially the last few shot.
Yeah.
The top just shot like
the top shot in the pool.
You're depressed. You're like,
yeah.
But at the same time, it's so good.
But at the same time, it's so weird because I hate it at the same time.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, what is this? This is a fucking mess.
But it's such a.
I hate it, but I like it at the same time. It's, to me, really weird.
Like, why am I watching what they decide to do, because I understand you have difficulty sometime with why are they deciding to make this movie, but for me, this idea of like, how far will you go?
Yeah, the grieving mom, like, okay, yeah.
To me, if you remove that, then the movie is just gore for the sake of gore, and maybe it's cool, maybe the makeup and blah 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 it is, but when you watch something like Substance, because there's such a great story and message behind it. Everything for me is like justified. And I think that's the same thing.
Substance to me was more powerful even than Bring Her Back.
I think it's a different theme, but
yeah. But I was wondering, like, I kept thinking about the movie because we watched it, I think, like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
And when the mom goes out to run errands, and the brother, I can't remember his name, lets Ollie out for the first time. He sits at the kitchen table. We have to talk about this. And he's trying to give him a piece of melon, I think, on a knife. Yeah. And he starts stabbing himself.
Well, chewing. He's eating the knife.
Like and even
because he needs to eat stuff.
Yeah, he needs to eat. Yeah, exactly. And then he's biting like the countertop, the wooden countertop with his teeth, and like. I was wondering, like, is he trying to harm himself? Like, is the demon possessing him trying to harm himself or trying to feed himself?
He's feeding himself. We see him multiple times just like eating
milk
glass,
or
eating the cat.
Yeah.
Like, he's eating anything.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, the whole point is that if he eats the daughter, she's supposed to go into his body and take over his body or something like that. And then she would come back through him. Mm-hmm. I think that's the thinking. But yeah, like, I think he's just eating anything.
Yeah.
And the thing that is strange is that at the beginning you see the circle around the house, and you see it in the videos too, and you think that it's like a circle to protect from things that are outside, but it's actually that if he leaves this circle, the demon will start leaving him.
Mm-hmm.
And there's little moment where it's almost as if the kid that was kidnapped that became this demon is able to kind of come through, and he write his last name
on a piece of paper. Yeah.
But because it's just bird, it's almost as if like you can think that he wants to eat a bird, because he's also like chasing a cat and like.
And he doesn't talk the whole movie.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's a great choice, because, I mean, child actor, it's already a nightmare. I mean, everyone there are so good. But, like, performance with child actor is hard. But I think like you don't need him to talk. Like, the mysterious part of like how this all work, and you said it, like they don't explain anything. But you kind of like, it's good because she's also doesn't seem to be 100% sure what she's doing. The mother?
No, exactly.
Sometimes she's like,
rubbing his forehead.
She looked at the video, she's like, okay, maybe I should do that. To know what
to do. Yeah,
exactly. So it's like you're
she's
in the same situation as her. So you start kind of putting yourself in her feet. It's really easy for you to connect with all the characters.
I agree.
Except maybe Holly. But you can kind of see yourself as like, if I was this person, and even the mother, who's the villain, you can see yourself as like, if I was this person, what I would be doing, because she's kind of learning through it.
Yeah.
And I think that's interesting. And something else you had mentioned is that there's also like a bit of time for you to figure out what's happening. At first, we thought that Holly could have been her daughter, just with the head shaved.
Yeah.
And that there's something weird happening. Like she already brought it back, but it's not working, and she needs something kind of weapon-ish, you know?
Yeah. And it's interesting too, because the first time the two kids get to her house, the boy notices that the carpet has tape around it.
Yeah.
And he's really suspicious about her, and he says, "Oh, why is the carpet has tape around it?" And she's like, "Oh, I used to have a blind daughter." And so slowly till the party where they drink, she's very manipulative and
the whole time,
gains his confidence, because she sees that the brother has a lot of not power over his little sister, but he's very protective of her because obviously she can't see. So, and that was really well made too. The fact that at one point Holly is like not well after the whole knife scene and everything.
Yeah.
And she goes in the room and says to the girl, "Come with me."
Yeah.
And she's kind of always using that because she can't see. So she's only listening to her, and she's like, "Okay, he's fine. Okay, good." And the moment when she stops trusting the woman is when she asks, "How's Ollie's hair?" But she had just touched his head.
Yeah.
And then she realizes, because it takes a long time for the girl
of course,
to stop trusting her because she can't see.
And she manipulates both of them a lot.
Exactly.
She even fuck with them a bit, because at some point he's in the hospital and she's like, like your dad, like who I killed.
And even the like kissing on the lips is really weird.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was really annoyed with the time where she cuts the hair of the dad. I was like, oh, God damn it. The weapon thing with the little hair, or like she cuts the hair.
So, and I didn't understand that. And the demon can take form.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, to manipulate.
I mean, it didn't bother me. I didn't really understand. To me, because the kid had bunked his head and he was like in a pretty like bad state.
Yeah, it could have been in like a hallucination. It could have been a vision or whatever. But it was...
And she was drugging him, right? She was putting something in his protein powder as well. It could have been a bunch of reasons. So you could have done without it.
Yeah, I didn't really like that, but it's like a detail. But
I assume it's like because if the demon eats something from another human, it becomes it. So if it eats the face of our daughter, which she froze in the body of.
But in the end, that's what happens. But it doesn't. It's not working, because in the end, Ollie one of the last shot is Ollie near the freezer, and he literally ate one of her eyeballs. And it's her in the pool at the end realizing that it didn't work.
But I don't know why it didn't work though.
Well, Christ, can you look the VHS she was looking at? You think
but it worked in the VHS.
I mean,
she had a demon in her house, so I mean, she was doing something right in terms of the ritual or whatever.
She seemed very out of control.
I also things that I like.
Yeah.
Is that for horror movie, it's very sensitive. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of like really sweet moment and a lot of like interesting, like you feel like this could be like a more experienced director. I think like the grapefruit thing is very interesting. Like the half brother, half sister.
The safe word.
They say grapefruit, like, don't lie to me, like, tell me what's happening. And they establish that for a while, and it pays off very well. The line about like when people die, they just take a trip and then they go on a plane. And at the end, when basically she learned that her half brother is dead, you just hear a plane in the background. And like this is a little thing that it's like, like it's a very sweet way to kind of approach scene where you learn someone is dead and it's sad, but like they kind of create those bittersweet moments that are like interesting, different, but also like for someone that it's like their second film, I feel like the script is like extremely interesting and dense. And
there's a lot of yeah. Yeah, I can't remember when that happens exactly.
After he eats the table and then he eats his hand.
He eats his hand.
And then
he pulls, and I was like, that's like a cuticular ficello armor. Yeah. Yeah.
I really like this. Actually, I'm surprised how much I liked it. The more in it, that's a movie that I still think about like 4 or 5 days after, and I think I'm going to think about it for a while.
Do you know when she says, the dad says to the boy, she's going to die when the rain comes? Do we know if finally there's something about, because she's going to drown her? Oh, that's why. Okay.
Because I think she's trying to recreate what happened to her daughter.
Drown in the pool.
Yeah, because she even look at the weather and she keep telling Ollie like not yet.
Yeah.
Because I think she thinks that it has to be exactly the same. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, it was very intriguing, especially the first part when you don't know where it's all going.
Yeah.
You're kind of trying to figure out like, is she a good person? Is what's happening? Yeah, I liked it.
Solly Hawkins, who's the main actress.
She plays in Shape of Water.
Exactly.
I love her. She's really good.
I think like she should be nominated because this movie came out this year. I think she should be nominated for Best Actress.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah, she was. Very
I don't think
good.
she will because it's really horror.
Yeah.
But it was fantastic.
Yeah, she's very good.
The whole like the movie only work if she can deliver the craziness and the compassion that like we've been talking about. Like she is out of her mind, but like you understand her so much because she sold it so well. Like you see her and you understand how desperate she is.
There's like she's playing a lot of different emotions. And you know that scene when the boy escapes and goes to the police station to tell them, that Ollie Bird is actually kidnapped, and this lady is coming to the house. She's wearing like a green blouse and has a green car. I love that choice. And you see her cleaning the house up, and like she's completely like
manic.
Yeah. And like as if she's not gonna notice. Are you like crazy? Like
she's the illusion, right? Like she thinks she can keep it going.
Exactly.
Or like she cannot accept that it's not gonna work.
She's great. Great performance.
Amazing.
She must have been exhausted.
And that shot in the pool, and there's so many good shots, especially around water. A lot of water related things. Yeah. A lot of transition.
The hand when she's like killing the boy in the.
And there's a shot where she's like half head in the bath.
Yeah.
And then it goes underwater and it comes out somewhere else. A lot of really cool shot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like it more and more than I think about it. But again, it's one of those movies I really like, but I don't know if I would rewatch it that often. Maybe like 2-3 more times in my life and that's it. Like it's not rewatchable though.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a bit like Requiem for a Dream.
Oh.
Or like those kind of films like it's really good, but I don't want to see it again.
Yeah. Maybe during Halloween. I don't know. I was expecting to be more scared, but I wasn't scared, it's like nervous, like The Conjuring, like when am I gonna jump, you know? It was more like twisted. What is happening? You know? Tense, yeah.
And like puzzling and like depressive. Not depressive, but it's like horrific because it's about human doing the worst thing you can do almost.
Yeah. But I must say though, I'm still like concerned about Ollie, the child. Like I wonder if they probably offer like support, like psychological. I don't know. Like he must be like 8 years old or 9 or 10 years old. Like, I mean, how are you supposed to compute? Like, how are you supposed to compute at that young age that you're playing that sort of role?
But I think I don't know if he's actually the age that he's supposed to be. Let's check.
He looks pretty young.
But I think the big thing for me is that Oliver,
I mean, Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone still is talking about the mental repercussion, and he wasn't playing in a horror movie. So,
but I think things have changed since.
Okay, but like what?
Well, I think like also like seeing like the behind of the film, like it's not like you. So how old is he? He's
9.
Maybe it's normal that I'm not.
They don't want
cannot
us to
find
know.
like people's age.
Well, he's an actor. I mean,
Yeah, but he's a child.
so
I don't know. Maybe like it's
no,
trying to protect the information.
I don't know, but I
He
mean,
played in a bunch of movies.
he's
actually.
no more than 10 or 11 years old. So I'm just wondering. Like, I know this podcast is about this, but I'm still wondering. Like, I mean, I hope
He's 12.
12. Okay, he's in 6th grade.
But I think his dad is there. If his dad, especially if his dad is an actor and he did a lot of movie,
Yeah.
like this kid has been exposed to like his dad making
but
movies.
like the knife scene and the arm and like
I think it just requires a lot of like
talking through
talking
and,
to
like,
it before,
explaining.
talking to it after.
Yeah.
Like also because you see, like for example, the knife and the table were made out of chocolate.
Out of chocolate?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how they made it.
Okay.
Right. So for him, like they can
explain.
it's not as traumatic, right? And maybe
Yeah.
they're gonna like you shouldn't be watching the movie till like you're older,
Right.
but like it's not as traumatic for him to like go through those things. It feels traumatic to us because we see the end result.
Yeah. But he's with a whole team with the makeup and stuff.
And I think the thing with The Exorcist, my understanding of why like she was so scarred by it is because of all the like the religious aspect and all the crazy thing they ask her to do, like taking the cross and like doing crazy shit. Like I think it's because of it was back in the 70s where like the religious aspect was like that's what was scary about it, is like how demonic it was. People thought that she would be cursed, and like I think it carried differently than like nowadays a movie that is more emotional and more like less like horrific for the sake of it. And like I think it's the dad being an actor, and like I think
I hope so. I believe so, but I'm just saying as a viewer, you're like, oh my God, he's so little. Like, it's rare that, like, even weapons, there are a lot of child, but they're not used, if I can say, in the same way. They're more like, it's more passive, you know?
Except one, but...
You know, like the parents that, like, stab their face with a
you
fork.
didn't have to be there for that.
Right. No,
one of them is there.
exactly. But it's just like, it's not often that you, like, you know, we watched It.
Yeah.
And Stephen King, one of the things with him is, one of his specialty, if I may say, is that he doesn't spare children in his movies. Like, they literally get his, like, one of them literally gets his arm.
Ripped off.
Yeah, ripped off. So, and most directors, I feel that they would, you know, spare children.
Yeah.
So that's why I found it was interesting.
I think the fact that his dad is an actor and playing those movies.
It's been 3 times that you're saying
But I think
this.
it's really
maybe
that's the big difference maker for me. Because I think you've seen his dad in movie and he knows his dad is fine, right? And you look up to your dad, right? And you want to be like him.
Anyway.
And I think that like 12, 13 at this point.
Yeah.
I think at 13 I was watching movie. I understood that they were movies.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say.
I wouldn't. I would save this movie.
Oh yeah, big save for me.
And I would give it a 3.
I would give it a 4.
Wow.
I was giving it a 3.5, but like really when I think about it, like the Sally Hawkins like finale and the emotional core of the story for me is just so good. I wish this movie was not as gory.
Yeah.
And it was just a straight up drama. With like a crazy woman but no demon, for example, or even if there was demon, if it was just less like gory, I think it would be even more something I could rewatch because I think the story is just that good.
Yeah, I'm glad we watched it. And what's the
I was about to check
episode?
It is Ghost Week.
Ooh.
Yes, and it is gonna be Poltergeist and 13 Ghosts, which I haven't seen for both.
Dan is gonna freak out.
I sure hope so. I think Poltergeist is considered like almost family friendly.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, because Spielberg, I think, wrote it.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it's not Poltergeist. I don't think it's crazy. 13 Ghosts, I think it's like 2000s flop. So I think it's like it's gonna be funny, stupid.
Okay.
We'll see.
See you later, guys.
See ya.
Bye.